Today's gonna be a little different of a video. I'm just gonna go straight into the topic and I'm just gonna talk. It's important. It's really important. It's real serious. So I don't think I need the hat or the glasses or anything like that. It's just gonna be a one-on-one, heart to heart, maybe, if you want to look at it like that. Article 13 passed. You guys remember Article 13? It's that wonderful article that's going to affect the European Union of the world, one of the more free countries of the world. I know a lot of people are going to say, oh, they ain't free, we got all these laws, all these cameras, blah, blah, blah. Listen, compared to countries like North Korea and China, the European Union had a lot more freedoms going for it. This is kind of the idea of restricting more internet use, and it's disguised to protect people for copyright infringement. We've operated under the idea that fair use, parody, and things like that are acceptable. So if I did a song, maybe Michael Jackson's Beat It, and I happen to be Al Yankovic, I would make a song called Eat It, about eating your vegetables. Get it? It's a parody. It has the same exact beat, some very, very similar rhyming lyrics, but somebody like Michael Jackson might take him to court, sue him for that. Well, here in my country, in America, that would be overruled by the idea that you can parody things that exist, okay? You're not outright stealing them. Article 13 is a copyright type of thing that's going to end up destroying the European Union. It's a law that's going to be obviously signed in because it was passed, and in the next 2 years it's going to go into effect, where a lot of people's livelihood, especially people who live in Europe and do YouTube, are going to be affected. These people are no longer going to be able to do this profession without looking over their shoulders even more. I mean, think about it. How would you like to be taken to court for sharing a meme? You know what I mean? Like, you say, oh, that would never happen. Why wouldn't it? Honestly. How do you think places like China, North Korea, I don't know, maybe Russia, maybe some other countries that are extremely locked down, like Iraq, Iran, in terms of what they can see, share, how do you think that happened with the internet? The internet has existed since the early 1980s, maybe a little bit earlier than that. And many locations have had access to it since the last 30, 40 years. How do you think these restrictions came about? These countries control this stuff. They control the dissemination of information to their people. America is one of the most freest countries in terms of actually being able to look up stuff and see it and view it, not be blocked. And now the European Union are going to join those countries in blocking that content, because that's exactly what the Article 13 is going to do. It's a sad joke. I laugh. I sarcastically laugh. Sometimes I wish I wasn't so sarcastic, because it's such a serious thing right now. It's not even funny. I grew up with the internet as it started to evolve. I've been around since there was a black screen and one blinking cursor waiting for me to type something, and that was computers. And I've seen them evolve into a keyboard and mouse and the ability to infinitely create any type of media you'd like. The European Union's not going to block things that's just a meme that's possibly offensive and things like that. They're going to end up blocking things like, remixes of songs, because hey, that's copyrighted. Remember, that's a copywritten song. So if you're gonna listen to a remix of that, you're breaking the law, man. You're not allowed to do that. You might say, oh, no, that's not how it's going to go down. Article 13 protects people. You can still do parody. Why? How? Explain to me how some lawmakers who have very limited knowledge about how the internet works, probably almost no knowledge of how memes work, explain to me how they're going to figure out what memes are not copywritten and what memes are free use. Explain that to me. Whether you like it or not, memes are a huge part of culture. And if you are not willing to accept that as a country, which they aren't because they passed Article 13, what's next? What is next? You cannot stop the progression of people, and you cannot limit their freedoms. Who's making millions off of me? Somebody, please, show me many examples to the level of YouTube where, like, I can understand somebody makes a video. Okay, you want to protect that person. If somebody literally took my video and re-uploaded it, I'd be upset. Okay, we don't need an article for that. We don't need an article that's going to try and I'm sorry, it's depressingly angering to talk about this because it's so pathetic that we have people doing this stuff, altering our internet. And I feel like I failed. I failed my counterparts. I failed my fellow YouTubers over in the European Union. I'm sorry. I am sorry. I am genuinely sorry. Because if this was happening in my country, there's no way to win, but not to play. You know what I'm saying? Hang up the hat. It's done. It's finished. You know, I'll focus on my other job. And I think that's the most depressing part of it. There's a lot of channels out there that are funny. They bring a lot of joy. Doland Dark. Let's just talk about him. A guy who consistently uses memes. Pyrocynical. Another guy. Memes all day long. Funny. Humorous. Silly stuff. Not stealing anything. What are they stealing? What copyrights are they infringing on? Somebody drew something funny. Somebody used a format. Are we going to end up seeing copyrighted meme formats? You know, the 4-square meme format. Are we going to see that copyrighted? Are we going to see Surprise Pikachu memes being taken down from the European Union? You can't use that. That's copyrighted content. Of course it is. But it's not being used in the context of the copywritten content. Yeah, but you have to watch the Pokemon show. Therefore, you have to buy the Pokemon DVD to see. Oh my God, do you see what I'm saying? Do you see how far this rabbit hole goes down? Just using Surprise Pikachu as a very simple example. You know what I mean? Like, oh, you can't use this snippet of a song. You have to go buy the whole song. And you can't just buy the whole song. You need to go buy the CD. And but that's not what this is all about. Oh, actually, you've got all this information mixed up and twisted. No, listen to me. Even if Article 13 was supposed to do some type of good, it will be used for evil. It always is, it always does, and that's how it always goes. And mark my words, on this day, it will be used as a big problem, and it'll be a point of contention for content creators all across the world. So after dwelling on this for a while, I again want to sincerely apologize that I couldn't do more to stop the passing of Article 13. There have been protests everywhere from Germany to other countries, and it's extending out. There's tons of people who are upset about this, but I am genuinely sorry that I couldn't do more. And for those who are in the European Union and their content creators, if you have the money, I strongly suggest that you move. You move to a place where your freedoms aren't going to be infringed for just sharing something simple. Just imagine who's going to be arrested for sharing memes on Facebook? Who's going to be arrested for creating content jokingly, comedy sketches, things like that? Who's the first one who's going to go and go to prison because they just can't pay the court costs because they used a Surprise Pikachu meme in their video? Who's the first one? Well, anyways, that's all I have for you. I really appreciate you guys watching this video, and I try to keep you up to date with things that will affect YouTube, but mainly gaming. This affects YouTube greatly, so I felt the need to talk about it. I hope you guys really did enjoy it. If you did and you want to support people, please make sure to click that thumbs up. You can subscribe. It's absolutely free and it supports the channel. You can check out my social medias. I have a Patreon too if you want to win some game consoles. That's it for me. I've been your host, Protomario, and I'm signing up. And if you're in the European Union, I wish you the best of luck. God bless, good gaming, and I'll see you in the next one.